This lesson is on 8.4, which is solving more two-step equations. This bell ringer ties into the lesson pretty good, so we're going to go over this one. It says Gavin bought 6 boxes of cereal during a special sale. During the sale, the regular price of each box of cereal was reduced by $1.25. Gavin paid a total of $14.64 for the cereal. Which equation can you use to find the regular price P of the cereal? So this is multiple choice. So anytime you're given a multiple choice question, use test-taking skills to eliminate obvious wrong answers. So there's one key word in this statement, and it is reduced. And reduced means subtraction. So I can eliminate A and C because they both have addition in them, and I want subtraction. So the choices I have left are B and D. So let's look at this. The price of the cereal is P, and you're reducing each box by $1.25. So that's like saying I'm taking the price of the cereal and subtracting $1.25 each time. All of these are equal to the total $14.64, so that can't help us much as eliminating answers, but I know that he bought 6 boxes. So my answer is B here, because if I take P minus 25 and I do that 6 times in a row, I need my 6 out front. This one, letter D, represents 6 boxes of cereal, and you're only subtracting the 125 one time instead of 6 times. So the correct answer here is B. And that's kind of what today's lesson is going to be on. So let's solve these. There are 2 different ways I'm going to show you, method 1 and method 2. Method 1 goes to a 1-step, and if you do method 2, you will be solving a 2-step problem. So part A deals with the bowling alley question right above it. So a bowling alley charges $3 to rent shoes, and 4 friends each pay for 1 game and for renting shoes. The total cost is $28. So here's my total cost. You can solve the 2-step equation. 4 times the quantity, x plus 3 equals 28, to find the cost of a game. Because you don't know the game, that's x. But I know that each student needs to pay $3 for shoes. So that's your x plus 3 part. And I know that there are 4 people going, so that's multiplied by the front 4. So method 1 is 4 is being multiplied by the quantity x plus 3. So to undo multiplication, we've talked about dividing. So I'm going to divide each side by 4. Which cancels out this 4, and I'm just left with x plus 3 on the left side. Well, 28 divided by 4 is 7. So now I have a little mini 1-step problem. Instead of adding 3, we're going to take away 3 from both sides, and x is 4. So that means the cost of each game is $4. Method 2 is we are going to distribute the 6 first by multiplying it through the parentheses. So this is 6y plus 24. I'm going to set that equal to negative 15. Now this is a 2-step problem. So first, to undo the addition, you're going to subtract 24 from both sides. This part makes 0, so you're left with 6y equals a negative 15, and a negative 24 makes negative 39. And then you'll divide both sides by 6. So you get y is equal to negative 6.5. So part B, I'm going to solve that one again by the 1-step. To get rid of the fraction out front, I'll rewrite this a second. So we talked about getting rid of a fraction before, and the easiest way is to multiply by its reciprocal. So flip it, 5/3. I can put this over 1, multiply by 5/3. So 5/3 times 3/5 is just 1. So you just have m minus 6. And on the other side, we know that 3 divides into negative 9, negative 3 times. So negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. I need to add 6 to undo subtracting 6. So m is equal to negative 9. And the last one I'll show you using the step 2 method. So I'm going to distribute the 5 to both of these terms. That stays 11. So this is 5g minus 15. Look on the side that has the variable. Undo the addition by adding 15 to both sides. You get 5g on this side and 26 on the left. And then divide both sides by a 5. You get that g is equal to 5.2. So a lot of students like method 1 because you get a 1 step after you divide first, and method 2 after distributing, you would get a 2-step problem most times. All right, so this was a word problem. We're going to start by writing an equation and then solving. So DeAndre is ordering tickets to a concert. He buys 3 tickets that all have the same price. So that's important. There's a service charge, so that's like a fee of $4.75 per ticket. And we know the total cost of his order was $111.75. I need to know what the price of each ticket was. So there's my unknown. So I'm going to let P equal the price of each ticket. And anytime you have a word problem, you should tell me what variable you're using and what it means and represents. So let's look at this. I have a service charge of $4.75 per ticket. So I don't know the price of a ticket, but I know that I have to pay this fee each time. I'm going to group this, and I am buying 3 of them, so that number goes out front. I'm going to set it equal to my total amount of $111.75. Now I talked about 2 different ways of solving this. I'll show you by method 2. So distribute. This is 3p. 475 times 3 is $14.25. Then you're going to subtract the service fees, which this part right here turns into 0. So you bring down your 3 times p. You subtract those numbers, you get $97.50. So that's how much money is left for 3 tickets. So we have to divide that by 3 to find the cost of 1 ticket, which is $32.50. And you need a $sign. So each ticket is $32.50. Remember, you can always double check by substituting that back in for the letter P, add on your service fee, multiply it by 3, and it should get your total, which was $111.75. All right, this is a team huddle. I'm not going to specifically go through all the work, but I will provide the answers if you would like to work them out. This is y equals -8, and this one gives you x is -2.2. And the word problem here, you should have an equation. You're buying 5 bottles of OJ, and she has a coupon. So you're going to take the price of each bottle of orange juice and subtract off the 65 cents and set it equal to your total. And then solve it by method 1 or 2, but your final answer is the cost of each bottle is $1.89. All right, and lastly, I will go through these 2 word problems because most students struggle with the word problems. It says Mr. Vargas takes his class of 24 students ice skating. Each student pays the entrance fee to enter the rink and a $4 fee to rent skates. And we know the total cost is $216. So I need to know what the entrance fee is. That is your unknown. So I'm going to let E be the cost of my entrance fee. All right, and I know that the students need to pay an entrance fee, which you don't know, and $4 for the skates. If I group that, I'm multiplying that by 24 students and setting it equal to 216. Now I'll show this one with method 1, which gives a one step. So divide by the front number, divide by 24. So this is just 1. You're left with E plus 4. 216 divided by 24 is 9. And then instead of adding 4, subtract 4. So that means the entrance fee is $5. And the last question. Vanessa is making 7 identical flower arrangements for the tables at a banquet. Each arrangement contains some roses and 9 tulips. She uses a total of 147 flowers. How many roses are in each arrangement? So I don't know the number of roses. So that's going to be my variable. Let R equal number of roses. So I know each bouquet contains some roses and 9 tulips. So that's R plus 9. I'm going to group that, and I want 7 of them, and my total was 147. So I can show you using method 2, just to go back and forth. Depending on which method you like, you can choose. But this is 7R plus 63 after you distribute. Now it's a 2-step, so take away 63 from both sides. I'm going to go over here. You get 7R is equal to 84. Divide both sides by 7. So the number of roses is 12. And make sure it always has a label for word problems. So if you want extra practice, here are some practice problems. I will display all of your answers so you can practice on your own again. Practice makes perfect. And there you go.